Hello everyone. I welcome you all on the behalf of ACE Engineering Academy and DeepLearn. I'm privileged, pleasure and honored to introduce a next generation teaching, DeepLearn. Right now, I'm deeply saddened, baffled and worried because of the situation that we all are right now. We all are at the mid of financial and the health crisis because of the COVID-19 pandemic. But demand upon our is that to pull your socks, be ready, and face the challenges that life is throwing at you. Refurbish yourself, refurbish your dreams, and be ready that whatever the modifications are coming in the life, you should ready to face the challenges and modification. And we all are here for a reason. And the reason is that IIT Bombay has declared the GATE 2020 dates, and there are certain modifications are being done, and we are here to understand what are these modifications in the GATE 2021 as far as GATE examinations are concerned. So let's begin with that session, and I welcome you all once again for that session of a modification in GATE 2021. Before going into further direction, let me give you a brief understanding of GATE examination, and directly we'll launch ourselves into what modifications being done in a GATE examinations. Now we know that life has changed leaps and bounds in last 4 months, and therefore whatever the challenges the life are facing right now, we need to be a bit of optimistic, and we just need to thought and think beyond that particular point, and therefore GATE has announced its dates. Now GATE stands for Graduate Aptitude Test in Engineers, and it is basically a gate for number of opportunities. I would say that, sir, organizing institute for 2021 GATE is IIT Bombay is organizing. I'll go through quickly through particular prerequisite of this. Now whenever we talk about GATEs, the gates of the examinations are declared and announced. The examination 2021 GATE is going to be conducted on the 5th of February, the 6th and the 7th, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, February 2021. This is the first weekend where the exam is going to get conducted, and the next weekend again, 12th of February, 13th and 14th, again Friday, Saturday and Sunday, 2021, the GATE dates are being announced. Now in these 6 days, whatever the papers, the examination of these papers are going to get conducted. If you see that previously there used to be only Saturday and Sunday. On these dates the examination used to get conducted, but right now we are in altogether different classes, and therefore one extra day is being allotted there, which is Friday, so that the government and the IIT Bombay will get a lot of particular time to conduct this particular examination. Now whenever we talk about GATE examination 2021, there are 2 papers are introduced. And what are these 2 new papers are introduced? One is the Environmental Science and Engineering, ES, and the second is Humanities and Social Science. As far as mechanical and production engineering is concerned, I don't think so they are important, but the rest of the people like civil engineering or some other might be beneficial from these 2 addition in the GATE papers. So these are the 2 new entrants in the GATE 2021 first time on the earth. Now whenever we talk about total number of papers that is being going to conduct on the month of February 2021, as far as GATE is concerned, are 27. So 27 number of papers in total are being conducted. Now the most important thing for GATE examination that is coming to the heart of everybody, and which is nothing but, sir, eligibility criteria for GATE 2021, and most of the students are having the same doubt. I'll clarify that doubt. So the beautiful thing has come across, and I would say that whatever modifications that are being done, I would definitely see that all the modifications are welcome, and these are crystal clear modifications. So what these modifications are and what are the eligibility criteria? Now a candidate who is currently studying in the 3rd year, or the candidate who has already undergraduate student, or the student who is a last year student, or who has already passed out a degree, and he must have been taking a degree in the engineering or technology or architecture or a science or commerce or art, these all the students are eligible for appear for GATE examination 2021. So if I summarize that, the 3rd year students now can appear for GATE examination. The 4th year student as usual can appear for examination. Passed out student also can be able to eligible or can be appear for examination GATE 2021. Most important thing is that there is no age limit. How many times you appear for GATE examination? Most importantly, no criteria for minimum percentage in the BTech. So it's a big relief for the most of the students like us. There is no requirement of how many percentage that we should secure. So I would say that there is no age limit. Simultaneously, there is no minimum percentage requirement. However number of times you can attempt that exam, there is no problem. So no limit on the number of attempts of the students now. And the last but not least, there is no problem even if you have a backlog in your undergraduation in the engineering. You don't require to panic and bother about. You can definitely go and appear for examination. So these are the modifications. So the modifications, if I want to identify, and these modifications are the third year students can appear for GATE examination, and most importantly I would say that this is the golden opportunity for the third year student to appear for examination and start preparing right now, right here. Now whenever we talk about GATE examination, now the valid question is coming. How much is the validity of a GATE 2021 score? How many days, how many years it is going to get valid? And the golden answer is that you will be amazed and you will be very happy to understand that the eligibility criteria, or I would say that the validity of GATE is 3 years. GATE score will valid for 3 years now. So even if you crack GATE examination, if you have any work in between, you can do that and you can still appear and still get admission to the MTech in a well-known institutes of India. So the GATE score is valid for 3 years. Now sir, most important thing that we are here today to understand, and that's the most important case that I want to focus here, and that's what exactly we are here for, that is nothing but the pattern of examination. What modifications are there in the pattern that we need to understand. So whenever we talk about pattern, we know that, and I'm specifically speak about mechanical and production engineering because I do belongs to mechanical engineering or production, you can say that I teach production. So I'll speak in a nutshell and in a brief manner regarding mechanical and production. So whenever we talk about GATE examination, it is being conducted for 100 marks. Total marks for GATE is 100. And out of that 100, this is the breakup is given. It's a very crystal clear breakup. And I would say that it's a mind-boggling welcome change. The general aptitude is being consisting for 15 marks as usual. And if you go through the syllabus, you'll understand that till now, we used to say that in the syllabus, general aptitude, there are a number of sections are there. But this year, the sections are being predominantly precisely given. Very precision, segregation is given. How much weightage is given into that segregation is not being mentioned, but in roughly these are the topics where the questions are going to get asked. So this is a very welcome change. You can go through that particular syllabus for general aptitude, and which consists for or will come in examination for 15 marks. Now there is a one change has happened here. Engineering mathematics now will only appear for 13 marks. And sometimes in examination it used to be happen, but it is crystal clearly mentioned, which means that this year the mathematics will come for 13 marks. And technical subject used to become for 70 marks. Now the 2 marks which is subtracted from engineering mathematics, these are added to the technical subjects of that respective or disciplines that you are going to appear for examination, and now subject questions related to your branch now are 72 marks. So 2 marks addition subject or 2 marks additional marks are given to this particular technical subject now. Now therefore if I sum that, a 15 plus 13 plus 72 all together 100 marks. That is what exactly a segregation of a GATE examination is. And I'll try to understand only one thing and one place, that is here. This is what exactly a location that we are interested to understand, that is 72 marks. 72 marks are coming for technical subjects and mathematics will come for 13 marks. Now sir, whenever we talk about GATE examination, how many number of questions are appeared and how many number of questions will be there? It's very simple. There will be in total of 65 questions like each year. Out of that, the 10 questions are belonging to general aptitude, which consists of 15 marks, and the remaining 55 questions will be coming on the subject. And the subject will consist of now your mathematics as well as technical subject, which will consist of 85 total marks. So in total of you have to face 65 questions, and the time duration for this is 3 hours. Now whenever we talk about GATE examination, and now there is a panic button in the heart of most of the students, and that I'll clarify. You don't require to panic, or you don't require to go through that panic mode. Type of questions. how many types of questions are going to get asked in an examination. So most of the students are asking us this question, and I want to share that in a very crystal clear manner as far as examination is concerned. They are all simple and clarified. Very crystal clear information is given regarding these questions. You'll see that, sir, in a GATE 2021 would contain a questions of a 3 different types in all the papers, whether it's a mechanical or a production. There will be now how many questions? 3 different types of questions will be there. Now the question is that which are these 3? Which are these 3 types of questions are there? So these are 3 different types of questions would be appearing in examination for mechanical and for production engineering paper. So the first question is multiple choice questions. We are all familiar, MCQ. The second question is related to multiple select questions, and this is the new entrant into this particular GATE examination, and most of the students are getting confused about that. It is just a straightforward. Just be with us, believe us, and we will get through that. And the third type of questions is numerical answer type of question, NAT. Now I am going to take examples and try to share with you what exactly means multiple choice questions, what means multiple select questions, and what is meant by numerical answer type questions. So we are going to understand these 3 in a detail where all the GATE paper is consisted of. So I'll say that there are 3 types of questions are there. These are 3 types of questions. Let's understand now what are these 3 types of questions. So the first type of question I have selected multiple choice question, and I'll tell you that what is meant by multiple choice questions. As I belong to mechanical engineering, I'll take one example of mechanical engineering or production engineering. I do believe that a mechanical and production engineering students could be able to correlate with this, and you must have went through such silly questions, right? Fine. Deliberately I have taken the question which was asked in mechanical GATE 2014 as set number 2nd. Let's read the question. This is one multiple choice question. What is that? We'll explain. A rectangular hole of size 100 multiplied by 50 millimeter is to be made on a 5 millimeter a thick sheet of steel having the ultimate tensile strength is 500 and the shear strength is 300 megapascal respectively. The hole is made by punching operation, punching and blanking operation. Good, thumbs up. Neglecting the effect of clearance, a punching and the force, or neglecting effect of clearance, punching force in bracket kilonewton. So in the kilonewton you have to calculate answer. Answer options are given. So itself is indicating multiple choice. Multiple choice is given in the question itself. And out of that multiple choice, there is only one answer is a correct. Out of that multiple choice, only one particular answer is correct. We have to find out that. So how exactly we are going to find out? Sir, I'll do one thing that I'll take a data here. And what exactly a data? Sir, I'll simply say that, sir, the data given is that there is one rectangular hole we are interested to produce. Okay, fine. So this is what exactly a hole. I will say that is going to get produced. Or I'll say that this is the blank is coming out from that particular whatever sheet of a metal. Now it was given that the sheet of a material T is exactly equal to a 5 millimeter. Sheet is what? 5 millimeter thick. The ultimate shear strength is exactly equal to tau u is exactly equal to a 300 megapascal. What is that? 300 MPa. We are interested to go through that ultimate shear stress because, sir, ultimate tensile stress is not required. Now you are interested to calculate punching force. So how is the way by which punching force is calculated? So therefore I'll say that the maximum punching force F max is exactly equal to ultimate shear stress tau u into length of the cut, which is called as perimeter. So can I say that this is what exactly perimeter for a rectangular hole, and the perimeter stands for this distance plus this, that is called as length of cut. So this is the rectangular hole. If I say that this dimension is to be 50, if I say that A is a 50, this dimension will be exactly equal to 100. So this dimension would be exactly equal to what? This is might be going to come 100. So 50 plus 100 plus 50 plus 100, that is exactly equal to 300. I'll say this length of the cut multiplied by sheet thickness, that is shear area. That is length of cut multiplied by sheet thickness. So I'll say that is exactly equal to ultimate shear stress 300 MPa multiplied by this length of cut, that will come 300, and multiply by sheet thickness, which is coming 5. Therefore I'll say that answer is coming 450 kilonewton. How much answer is coming? 450 kilonewton. So I'll say that, sir, the maximum force for me is 450 kilonewton. So therefore I have to tick, or I have to put my answer Bombay B. B is correct answer for me. So therefore I'll say that, sir, this is what exactly a 450 is a correct answer. So what we did, Sir, it is a multiple choice. The choices are given to you, and out of that we have to tick one, and that will be your answer, called as multiple choice questions. These multiple choice questions can be for 1 mark or can appear for 2 marks. Both types of questions would be there. That question can be theory, that question can be numerical. So right now this is a numerical question. Now let's take one theoretical question. The question is, in a non-traditional machining process which utilizes the mechanical energy as the principal energy source for a removal of material. We all know that non-traditional machining processes are some processes where some kind of energy is utilized for removal of material from the workpiece. Now the question is that out of these non-traditional machining, non-conventional NTM processes which consist of or utilizes mechanical energy, which one is that? This is force. Mechanical energy is used as far as a removal of material is concerned. So go to the options. Options are given. Question was asked in GATE PI 2020, not low back. Yesterday it was asked only in examination. Electric discharge machining. Sir, in electric discharge machining, electrical energy is utilized, and I know that. Everybody knows that. Come on. Laser beam. There is a laser energy. Laser is coming out. We has electromagnetic wave energy, or it has energy. That particular photon energy, it is converted into heat. That is utilized. Melting and vaporization is process. Plasma arc. Again there is a heat energy is coming. Ultrasonic machining operation. Sir, here the mechanical impact load by the ultrasonic vibration of the tool is utilized for removal of material. Brittle fracture takes place. It's a mechanical energy. Impact is created. So therefore out of that, sir, this ultrasonic machining is the process where mechanical energy utilized. So what will be my answer? So my answer will be exactly equal to Delhi D, ultrasonic machining operation. Beautifully. What is option? Delhi D is correct one. I choose multiple choice. This is called as multiple choice questions. You all being aware of it, and everybody knows that. Sir, now if I wrongly attempt this question, is there any negative marking? Is a big question, big worry. So I'll say that, sir, a negative marking, question mark. And I do say that, sir, for a wrong answer chosen in a multiple choice question, whatever we have discussed, there will be a negative marking. Big worried. There is what? A negative marking. There will be, whether the question is of a 1 mark or whether it is a 2 marks, there will be a negative marking. Suppose the option and the correct answer is D. But if I choose my Bombay is answer, a B is answer. So definitely I choose the wrong answer. So I is going to get reward, and that reward will be in a negative direction. I'll get a negative marking. What I'll get? I'll get negative marking. So therefore I'll say that, sir, there will be a negative marking for MCQ type of questions. And how much is negative marks? Sir, the penalty or the reward in the negative direction is, for each 1 mark of question, 1/3 negative marks will be awarded to the students, and for 2 marks of questions you will get and received -2/3 negative marks. Negative marking will be there for MCQ. I hope so everybody is understanding what drama that we are going through. Let's discuss with the next question now. Second type of question is called as NAT, is called as numerical answer type, and we are aware of that, what exactly type is. Now in this is what exactly question. Again you come back here, the question was asked GATE Mechanical 2019 set 2 question was asked, and let's see that what question is. The question is that, and it is given numerical answer type. That means my answer is by default numerical. Is there any question of theory? No. Numerical question. The thickness of the sheet is reduced by rolling. A rolling operation we are picking about without any change in its width, using a 600 millimeter diameter roller. So diameter of roller that is utilized is 600. Mechanical and production students can understand me. Neglect elastic deflection of the rollers and assume that the coefficient of friction of the roll workpiece interface is 0.005. So between rollers and the workpiece material, whatever friction is coming, that is 0.005. The sheet enters that rotating rolls unaided. If the initial sheet thickness is 2 millimeter, initial thickness that is coming to the process is a 2 millimeter H0 original thickness. The minimum possible final thickness that can be produced by this process in the single pass dash dash dash. This empty space is given in millimeter. Point to be understand that, sir, there is one window is given. In that window we have to put the numerical value, and that numerical value should be in the millimeter. It's clearly specifically mentioned in the problem what is the unit in which you should calculate answer. As simple as that statement is. What is that? You should calculate what is the minimum possible thickness that can be produced in a one pass in the rolling, and answer should be in millimeter. One more thing, most of the students are calling us and coveted question, sir, up to how many decimals we should calculate? Let's see that it's given, sir, rounded up to a 2 decimal places. Is there any question of 3 decimal places? No, absolutely not, because it was mentioned that your question should be rounded up to 2 decimal places, right? Fine. So now we need to understand that, sir, what will be a minimum possible final thickness. So let's say that, sir, I'm speaking about rolling operation. Everybody knows that, sir, this is the entry thickness H0 is coming and the thickness is reduced to H1. So H0 thickness is given in the problem, and I'll say that, sir, what is the H0 thickness is given? So I'll write down here, sir, H0 thickness is given exactly equal to 2 millimeter. So this is the millimeter thickness H0 is. Whenever roller is entered, the friction is exactly equal to 0.05 millimeter is friction, or not millimeter, it is basically 0.05 friction. So this is what exactly my friction is, to be precise. Okay, fine. Okay, this is friction is, no problem. Now, sir, if whatever the thickness H1 we are manufacturing, we required minimum thickness, and that's what he is asking us to calculate. $1 million question, 2 marks question. Get all in rank first after attempting this. So I'll say that, sir, the H1 thickness minimum can only get manufactured when the reduction takes place. Whatever the reduction takes place in that pass, if it is maximum, then the H1 thickness will be minimum naturally. So reduction, that is delta H, should be what? Maximum. And sir, we know that, sir, maximum reduction is exactly equal to delta H max is equal to mu square into R. How? We all know that. Therefore, can I say that here? So I'll write down here, sir, H1 minimum thickness is exactly equal to H0, that is original thickness, minus delta H max, and which is nothing but called as the maximum reduction takes place in a one single pass rolling operation. So therefore, I'll say that I'm interested to calculate H1 minimum thickness is equal to H0 is 2 minus delta H max stands for mu square into R. R stands for radius of cylindrical roller. D stands for diameter. So mu square, I'll directly say that 0.05 square into the radius, mu square into R. Diameter is 600, radius will be 300. And if we calculate this answer, it will come 2 minus 0.75, it is exactly equal to 1.25 millimeter. 1.25 millimeter. This is called as H1 minimum thickness. This is called as what? H1 minimum thickness, called as 1.25 millimeter is my answer. And I have calculated up to how many decimals? 2 decimal places. So I'll write down here 1.25 unit is millimeter. So whatever window is given into the gate examination paper, so you have to fill that, and the answer is 1.25. This is called as numerical answer type. There are no multiple choice. You cannot guess. And whatever answer is coming, sometimes there is a range is given, so that student will not get penalized by some minute deviations. So the answer is generally in the range, or a fixed value generally in the range is given. So don't worry that, and the rounded up to 2 decimal places, 1.25 is the answer. And there is no theory question, because it's a numerical answer type questions. Only window is given, you have to calculate answer, fill that into that particular place. Now the big question is there in the heart of everybody, sir, what about negative marking? Is there any negative marking? So let's see that, sir, what about negative marking? Question is there on the face of everybody. And sir, big relief to the heart of every one of us, like you all, there is no negative marking for a wrong answer in the NAT type of questions, that is numerical answer type. Even your answer is wrong, you sit back, relax, there will be no reward, there will be no negative marking. And also, most importantly, there is no partial credit to this particular question. Even you are very close, if you see that, sir, the error is very less, please give me a mark. If you beg that, nobody is going to give marks. There is no partial credit. And therefore, I will say that, sir, there is no negative marking. And as there is no negative marking, the smile is big. I am so happy about this. I am so happy there is no negative marking. So second type of questions are nothing but numerical answer type of questions. Let's move on to the next question. And that is where everybody is so basically creating a noise right now. And there is a one panic button everybody has pushed now. Let me tell you that, sir, syllabus has changed a bit. We'll say that. The questions as I introduced doesn't mean that entire pattern of gate has changed. This modifications merely consist of 7 or even 2 to 3 or 5 max, 5% maximum. 95 95% of gate paper is still on the same particular whatever the previous year or the year before that we used to conduct. So don't worry about that. So now the question is multiple select questions, and that is what new entrant in this series in GATE 2021. Sir, I'll select one question, I'll tell you that what is meant by multiple select and how exactly marking scheme is going to become. I'll just focus on. The first question is the purpose of lapping process is oblique R. Either whatever options are given 1, 2, 3, 4 or in GATE examination it might be small a, small b, small c and small d, it can be anything. And whatever the lapping is a finishing operation that we are speaking about, it might be having one process or it might be having one purpose, it might be having multiple purposes. So therefore it was written clearly, the purpose of a lapping process is oblique R. That means whatever the options are given, that might be one option, there might be two purposes can be correct or three purposes even can be correct. So whichever the purposes are correct, we have to click onto that particular circle. By reading this particular, whatever the circles are given into that option 1, 2, 3 and 4, if you see that this statement 2 is purpose, 3 is purpose, 4, you have to click into that, we have to fill that, we have to do a black or you click that in the computerized system. Which means that, sir, multiple choice questions means there are multiple options can be correct. Multiple choices you can select. Simultaneously, there can be 2, there can be 3 or there can be 1 even. We do not know. Either is or oblique R. So let's see that, sir, how this attempt to the questions can be done. Let's see that. Now I am speaking about answer. I am speaking about what? Answer. Now the purpose of lapping. So we all know that, sir, lapping is a super finishing operation. And it is utilized for manufacturing excellent good quality surface finish, because here micron particles are up, or here I will say that it is a super finishing. Good quality surface can be get manufactured, excellent dimensional accuracy can generate, and required fit that is required to manufacture that can be generated by lapping, honing, grinding. These are super finishing operations. These are called as abrasive machining processes. So if you read the statement, you will understand that to produce a geometrically true surface, I don't think so. Lapping is not a process who can generate a geometrically true surface. Absolutely wrong statement. It is not a purpose. To correct minor surface imperfections, absolutely. Whatever the minor imperfections are there on the surface of the body, that can definitely get corrected by this lapping operation. Second or third, to improve the dimensional accuracy. Yes, sir, it can also improve dimensional accuracy. That's why we are utilizing lapping operation. To provide very close fit between the contact surface, absolutely true. So I will say that second, third and fourth are definitely our purposes of lapping operations. So we have to fill that. So we have to choose a one color that can be visualized by you. So I will say that I will select a one color, yellow color I will select. So right now these are the white color. So therefore can I say that I have to go here and I have to fill this. So this is what exactly one option is, right? I have to fill here. Right now I am filling. In GATE examination you just need to click. So this is what exactly my answer is. And this is the way we have to attempt that. So the purposes are, what are the purpose? Purpose of a lapping process is a second, third and fourth. All the statements are true. All the statements are true. I am very happy. If you attempt that, you will get the marks. But now there are some permutation and combination I will select, and I will tell you that if what happens in that cases. Suppose now you understand the correct answer for this question is this much, and this is the way that multiple select questions has to be choose. Suppose tomorrow I will give a question and where there is only one answer is correct to that, only one. So in that case we have to click only at that places. You need to understand that. Okay, fine. So let's say that I'll take one hypothetical case which I may face, you may face, everybody may face. Suppose while reading this statement I feel that, sir, to correct minor surface imperfections, very correct statement. To improve dimensional accuracy is very correct. So I feel that only a second and third is correct one. So I did one thing that I feel like that. So this is what exactly I attempted examination. This is what exactly my answer is. Do you understand that? Okay, fine. Now this is I attempted. But the correct answer is what? The correct answer is second, third and the fourth. But I choose a second and the third. So my answer is deliberately wrong. You cannot ask me that, sir, I have choose the two correct. So am I getting a partial marks? Absolutely big no. Even if you are getting penetrated by in the heart, I don't bother, but you will not get any mark for this. Even you are partially correct, absolutely not. For you to get a full marks, either 1 or 2, you should be attempting all the 3 marks, 1, 2 and 3. Your answer is absolutely wrong. There is no question of you will get a marks. You will never get a marks for this. Suppose one more case is coming. Suppose if I say that I choose this, which is correct, I choose this, which is also correct, and I choose this. Sir, there is no question of giving you mark because there are 3 options, second, third and the fourth, but you choose first also. There is no particular question of giving you marks. There is no question of giving you marks. There is no question. And in the last case, if I only choose this much, I feel that this is the only option. Even in that case also, I am wrong, so I am not entitled to get any marks. So there are a number of cases will be there. So if you want a full marks, I will definitely say that, sir, your answer should be second, third and the fourth you should click, then only you will get the desired marks. And these are called as multiple select questions. Multiple select questions. Now the big $1 million question is that, sir, what about negative marking? What about that negative marking? And I'll bring the smile on everybody's face, and that is nothing but there is no negative marking for a wrong answer in this particular question, or this particular, I'll say that whatever the questions I'm talking about now, multiple select questions. Now I'll talk about multiple select questions. In the multiple select questions also, there is no negative marking, and if there is no negative marking, I'll say that I'm very happy. I'm very happy. I'll repeat myself. Even though it is written here the numerical answer type, for numerical answer type also, as well as for multiple select questions also, for multiple select questions also, there is a no negative marking. Is there a negative marking? No negative marking. So I am very happy. So these are called as the 3 different types of questions which are going to come in a GATE 2021. Let's see now, there is one more big fascinating change is there in the GATE 2021, and which will be welcomed by all of you, all of us also. It's a very important move, and the move is that now till 2020 GATE, each candidate is allowed to appear for only one paper. If I am a mechanical, I may go for mechanical, or I may go for production, or whatever branch if eligible, but only one paper you could be able to appear for. But right now the big change that is welcomed by all the fraternity, and that is nothing but 1 or 2 subject papers are allowed for each candidate. 1 or 2. If you will, you can appear for second paper also. That's the big boost. The 2 paper combinations have to be chosen from the given list of combination of papers, and there is one clear-cut guidelines are given by IIT Bombay, and the clear-cut guidance are, you cannot choose any paper, need to be understand. If I am a mechanical, if I say that I'll go and appear in a civil engineering or computer science, big no. Don't do that, or you are not allowed to do that. There are certain combinations are being developed by the IIT Bombay, by some prerequisite sets of data, and based on that, whatever is given from the list of combinations only you could be able to allowed to appear, but you can able to appear for more than one paper if you will to. The final allotment, and that's the big boost, and that's also one important, how to fill the form that I'm going to share right now here. Final allotment of 2 papers will still be subject to availability of infrastructure and the dates. Let's understand this line very clearly, everybody. Even if you spare 2 minutes, it's very interesting. What is that, sir? The final allotment of 2 papers will still be subject to the availability of infrastructure and the dates. Whatever the dates and infrastructures will be there in the February 2021 that we all don't know right now, right here, what and where that pandemic will lead to. But in that situation, all the rights will be reserved to IIT, and you cannot do anything. So if that infrastructure and the dates are being permitting, you are allowed to sit for 2 papers. If not, then whatever secondary paper that you have filled, you are not allowed to sit for that paper. Let's see that what exactly I am speaking. Now the question is that the how and what are the combination of that 2 papers allowed to appear in GATE 2021. I am speaking about mechanical and the production, and this is what exactly Engineering Science XE is the new paper introduced, or this is the branch and the paper where you could be able to allow, sir, code of the first paper. So I have written here primary paper. So whenever you fill the form, in the same form you have been given an option, you will be given an option whether you want to appear for 1 paper or 2 paper. For this you need not require to go and fill the 2 particular separate forms. I repeat myself, You need not require to go and fill two separate forms. There is only one form. In only that form, you are given the authority, or you are allowed to select a second paper in which you are willing to give the GATE examination, subjected to the date's availability. But whatever the second paper that you are allowed, that should be from this particular table, and the table is being denoting that whether mechanical or the production engineering students, production and industrial engineering, if you choose this is what exactly your primary paper, your secondary paper, that codes of papers allowed as the second paper, the codes of papers allowed to the second paper are XE, and the XE stands for engineering science, engineering sciences. The syllabus of engineering sciences is already given in the brochure. You can read and go through that, and you decide that whether you want to appear. So once I go for filling up the form, please don't do the mistake and please choose your primary paper as a mechanical or as a production engineering. That's what I want to share with you. And the secondary paper, you have to choose the engineering sciences, everybody. Because if I go to the engineering sciences students are allowed to give the paper as a secondary as mechanical and PI. And there will be a blunder now. Suppose I say that, sir, what will happen if I choose my primary paper as XC, that is what given in the below table that I am not showing you, and the secondary paper as a ME. So let's take that example and let's see that what exactly I'm happening, or what exactly is going to happen there. Suppose let's say that my primary paper I have selected is what XC, and the secondary paper I have selected as mechanical engineering ME. And in 2021 February, it has been observed that there is a big crisis in the economic situation, or that the pandemic of COVID-19 is not allowing us for the students to appear for a second examination or second paper. So by default, as you have filled the form, can I say that whatever the secondary option you have filled, that will be not allowed to you for sit for the examination, and you will be only allowed to sit for what? Primary paper. So don't do that. While filling the form, it is expected that the primary paper should be mechanical and production, and the secondary paper should be this one. And now if you are not allowed to sit for this paper, don't worry that whenever you filling the form, if you choose only one paper, the fees for that will be calculated based on that. If you fill both the paper, this is primary and secondary, your fees that you are going to pay for filling up the form will be get revised, and whatever extra money you are paying there, it will get refunded. Don't worry about that. So this is the case as far as the combination of two papers allowed as far as appear in GATE 2021 is concerned. Now sir, it is very important for us to understand the changes in a GATE 2021 syllabus from a GATE 22 syllabus. Whatever the syllabus was there in 20, what are the changes has taken place in a mechanical engineering I am explaining. Now sir, in a nutshell, in a very crystal clear manner it was given, and whenever we talk about engineering mechanics, this is what exactly it changes. You can pause, you can read. I'll read that friction and its applications, including rolling friction, belt pulley, a screw jack, and this what exactly and then one more frames and Lagrange's equation. These are what exactly new entrant. I'll say that Lagrange's equations and all, it is equal to 1 unit, I could say. It was introduced, so syllabus has increased in engineering mechanics. The strength of materials, there is a shear center is one addition. The machine design shaft is being added. The fluid mechanics basics of the compressive fluid flow. Basics of compressive fluid flow, that we need to understand. It was written basic of compressive fluid flow, doesn't mean that only basics, because already history is telling us. Even there is one, it is written like casting, but there are so many things. You need to understand that. So basically you have to study that. You cannot deny the fact, right? Fine. Now the next is thermodynamics and its applications, steam and gas turbines is addition, and the major changes is there in a production also. Now the first change is metrology and inspection. In that the concepts of coordinate measuring machine is being added, whereas there is one more production topic, computer integrated manufacturing, and in that additive manufacturing is added. Apart from that, there are two words and two lines are introduced, but that is not addition, I would say. It was written that abrasive machining process, but the abrasive machining process are nothing but lapping, honing and grinding. We already used to have that, and most importantly, already questions used to be asked in examination on the grinding, on the lapping and the honing. So you don't require to bother. This is not addition. This is actually addition of syllabus. And the second is NC and CNC machines, CNC programming. But if you take a 2014 or 15, to 2020 papers. Each year there are number of questions on the programming. Already we have solved that. But now we have to do in more detailed manner. So that is not also addition. And the A students, those who learn from us, they understand that this is already included in the syllabus. And IM&OR, lean manufacturing is added. So this is what exactly I would say that in nutshell, the changes in the mechanical engineering syllabus. There is no topic as such removed, only addition is done. Now we will go and talk about the production and industrial engineering students also. So if we can go and say that, sir, engineering materials, semiconductor, semiconductor is added. Strength of materials, thick and thin cylinders, torsion, specifically added. The machine design, friction and the lubrication and the couplings are added. The quality management, the special production that we used to call it, process capability, the quality certification ISO 1400 is deliberately added. Now the next is reliability and the maintenance in the total productive maintenance, and product design and development, designing for X, that's what exactly added syllabus is. And there is a one more added syllabus as far as operation research is concerned, integer programming, and I'll say that unconstrained non-linear optimization, that is what added is. Now engineering, economy and the costing, activity based costing, that is what added. Project management like Gantt chart and GERT, this is what exactly syllabus is added, and this syllabus is being removed from this particular case. So you need to understand a bit of things, what exactly added and what is removed. Please understand the production and industrial engineering students, you need to be a bit of cautious about this. We all are very enthusiastic, passionate and dedicated to serve the students. From this platform, I want to assure you, whichever the new modifications are done into the GATE 2021, this will be also included into our syllabus, into our curriculum. Whichever the test that we are going to conduct now, we are going to introduce that multiple select questions. Whichever the extra syllabus is added, we'll prepare a dedicated videos for that and we'll assure and deliver to the students. You don't worry, because the student first is our philosophy. I know that right now our dreams are shattered, our hopes are broken. Whatever the efforts that we take, these efforts are baffled. But great people don't cry. They try to rebuild their dreams. So pull up your socks, refurbish yourself, refurbish your dream. Believe in yourself. Believe in us. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.